Hello, mortals! This is the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. And this is a Get Ready With Me where I put on drag makeup to film videos later today. And Lynette is here. How are you doing, Lynette? Thank you for showing up. I don't know who we'll get today, but I am, as always, so happy to see you. So, I was thinking about just doing blue today. Let's think about it. How is your reading going today or this week? Yay, Cappuccino is here. Glad to see you, Cap, and Cool Gamers here. So I finished the last Quintista, which is the 2022 Newbery award-winning children's book, or it's a middle grade book, science fiction, generation ship, dystopian. As the ship is traveling and taking this girl and her parents and brother to colonize another planet because Earth is, I think there's a comet that's going to destroy Earth. There's sort of a revolution on those who are awake, and they make sort of this collective dystopian society and kill all the parents and or try to brainwash the anyway, it's a whole thing. Not a bad book. I am surprised it won the Newbery because I didn't think it was that good. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't, because I'm used to things like When You Trap a Tiger, The Girl Who Drank the Moon, and if you haven't read that one, gorgeous writing. I'm sorry Lori won't be here, but I hope she is doing well. Thank you for letting me know. Read The Borrow. Oh, you enjoyed The Borrowers. Yay. I should reread that too. Really? Yeah, especially those old books. You never know what's going to be available and what's not. Okay, I got to get started and just put something on my face. Trying out black eyebrows today. Okay. Oh, so I started my Shelve It or Shove It book, which is the Terraformers by Annalise. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name. I'll look it up. Anyway, the Terraformers is a solar punk book, which I had no idea it was. But solar punk is a genre, a brand new genre of science fiction where the technology and the environment is in harmony. So it's like the Monk and Robot books. That's how I first heard about it. Was I'm trying to look up the author's name because I feel like an idiot for not knowing. Anyway, so the Terraformers is definitely solar punk, but it is not, underline, not a utopian like the Monk and Robot books. It's about terraforming a planet, obviously, but unlike, say, the Genesis Project in Star Trek, where it's one pill or one little device that transforms a planet within moments, it's a 10,000-year process. And this is one of those books that are in far, far future, like the year 50,000. So it kind of reminds me of like Ian Banks culture where it's so far out in the future that almost nothing is similar. Well, that's not the right word. It's just very out there. All the technology and the people are out there. So people are pretty much created by 3D printing. You can print people and print animals, and most animals are somewhat sentient, or at least people can communicate with them. So you have these mole rats and cows and moose that are considered people because of their intelligence rating. And then there's this whole debate over whether intelligence should form the basis for sentience. And it's a lot. But going back, this terraformed planet is Salt Sea is being is funded by this corporation. So this corporation is spending 10,000 years on this project, and then once it's terraformed, they're going to sell it to individuals, these plots of land. So everything is in harmony with the technology. There's no corporate rating of resources or that type of thing. Everything is done environmentally sound, but corporations are greedy. So the corporation is building people to oversee the terraforming of this planet over 10,000 years. And you could probably see the problems or issues that that's going to have. And it's an interesting book. It's multi-generational insofar that it's not my favorite. I like multi-generational. Like I love the Jade Wars, and I like some of like James Michener books that are the Thornbirds that span like generations, but usually there's a handoff and we see the one generation handing off to another. In this, there's not that. It's the sections of the book is like 1,000-year jumps. So I don't know how I feel about that. I like the writing. I like the concept. It's very far out there. Read a historical mystery set in New Zealand. Yuki Dog Zombie, what a name. Thank you for joining us. Started a sort of random book from way back in your Audible library. Fortunately, it's interesting. The Watchers by John Steele. I don't know that one. Yeah. Yeah, we have no idea about the Monk and Robot books, of how far away into the future they are. Okay, I think I'm just going to do blue. I'm not going to overthink it. Okay, so I have a blue. And I like what I did last week, but I don't remember quite how I started it. Let's just use this. I think I started... By the way, I'm getting used to using 4K with my camera. In the last couple of weeks that I tried it, the focusing went in and out. So I'm trying a different setting. So let me know if I go blurry. But it hopefully is better than... Okay, so... I went out. out and down. And I'm trying to get my eyebrows a little bit lower. Like before, I've been putting them up high just to get more room for the eye makeup. So. And that's. So that's the eye shape. Oh man, they're way off. They're not even. Okay. You like my mask? Oh, the cat. Oops, that side. The cat. Left Hand to Darkness. I assume that's a reread because that's a pretty old book by Ursula K. Le Guin. Oh man, you guys haven't read it? Yeah, that's one of those must-read science fiction books. Okay. Like the teal turquoise. I'm actually going to have to make it more blue because if I use green screen, anything greenish gets a little bit strange looking. Oh, the Umbrella Academy. That is such a fun show. Okay, I'm going to switch to a different color blue. Mandalorian is in March. Been reading Small Favors by Aaron Craig. I'm not familiar with that one. What genre is Small Favors? Because I know I keep thinking of Small Gods by Terry Pratchett. I know that's probably not it. Okay, this blue looks exactly the same as the other one. What did I watch? I watched. Oh, you know what we started watching is Netflix released another season of You, which, by the way, trigger warning, the first couple seasons were about like the main character's a stalker. But the refreshing thing about this latest season, I think it's on season 4, is that it's not about being a stalker. It's more of a whodunit murder mystery. The main character is still a creep, but still not someone you'd want to meet in a dark alley. silence my phone. It is a fantasy book. I'll have to look that up. Aaron Craig. I don't know that author. Oh yeah, I didn't hear about that, but I saw a trailer or something on Amazon Prime, and yeah, it looks interesting. And it's the last season of Picard, so kind of. The Watchers is a supernatural fantasy thriller with esoteric religious overtones. A cathedral in the city of Lausanne, Switzerland. Feel like characters. Kind of a pulpy plot. I'd like a pulpy plot. I loved Wednesday. Lori, thank you for popping in. And thank you, Fit to be Read, for popping in. Okay, I need to go with a darker blue because this is... Okay. And of course, me and my husband are watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And the funny thing is, it would switch to MTV, and MTV made it an hour long instead of 90 minutes. But they didn't cut down on how big the cast is. So everything, and it's like 15 contestants. So everything just seemed super fast, and the fans were complaining. And you never think anything's going to come of it, but apparently they're going to go back to the 30-minute episodes. I mean, 90-minute episodes. Okay, this is not... Watching Bluey, it's so cute. Bluey. Is that the one with Cherry Gar? A movie? Or I'm thinking of something else, I'm sure. Lori, it's popping in. Your book count will drop because you're planning a couple of long books. Well, you know, I love me some long books. I think I told you guys before, I used to shop and look for like the thickest book because I thought I was getting more for my money. And you are, I guess. Man, I just don't feel like I am getting a good variation. But Okay. Kayla is here. Yay. Thank you for popping in, Kayla. Bluey is a cartoon about a family of dogs. Oh, interesting. Bluey is a very common name for... Oh. So Yuki, are you from in Australia or down under? Telka. My stepmother used to raise chow chows, which are one of the few animals in existence that has a blue tongue. Okay. I just don't feel this is... I guess I'm going to have to live with it. I have a really... This side looks so much better than this side, but what are you going to do? So I finally did, I think most of you already saw my shoulder shove it reviews for the second half of 2022. And I kind of like doing reviews like that, just bundle them all up. I know it's every 6 months, and I'll keep trying to do individual book reviews, but they never do very well on YouTube. But it was kind of neat having 10 books, 10 reviews all in one video. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, it's not going to do anything. So I think maybe I'll just do the under eye some different color. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, it always works out at the end, huh? Oh, thank you, Laura. You love the video? Preferred bundle reviews rather than single book reviews. But since I don't read as fast as like Lynette, I don't usually have like Fit to Be Read has like these bundle. of 10 reviews or the top 20 book. Well, maybe I could start doing like a top 20 science fiction, a top 20 fantasy. It's just I don't want to reread them all just to do a video. Okay, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do my under eyes last. I want to go ahead and cut the crease first. Actually, let me put on some black eyeliner on the top. Hey, Katie is here. Yes, I saw your comment. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, and Lynette, you ranked all the 5 books. I think we pretty much agree with each other on our ratings, even though I like Babel more. Yes. No. Hey, Kayla. I read Legendborn, but I have not read the sequel yet. And actually, I did Legendborn on a audiobook. And I wasn't crazy about the narrator. They chose a narrator with who I assume is a young Black woman from the South, but she spoke really, really slow. And it was one of the only times where I had to speed up the the audiobook because it was driving me crazy. So maybe this time I will try the ebook version. If you're tired, have plenty of time. I hear that. Monthly wrap-ups, even if it's only a few books. That's a good idea. We're going to do a video of books you did not select in Shelve It or Shove It, but you later read. Yeah, well, I sort of combined that with the last video, because I only read, 3 over a 6-month period. I picked up The Book Eaters, None of the Ninth, and the Deadly Education sequel. Let me put on some eyeliner. Hold on. Okay, that looks crazy. I just wanted to get the lines right. Okay, so I just wanted to cut the crease first because I want to put on the glitter, and I don't want to deal with all that. Did you hear about the indie author drama on Twitter? She was mad about people pirating books, so she made a list of people who had so they don't get arcs. I don't know anything about that. Sounds wild. A best of show. Oh, that's a good idea. Today I wanted to do, because I found this article, it's going to be a reaction video on an article about book covers. Since, I did do Shove It or Shove It on the book covers, I thought it'd be fun to see the book cover trends coming up in 2023, according to this article. Then I'm going to do the Critical Role, 2 Critical Role videos, but this will be the last week I'm doing 2 because the animated series is over. And I still kind of regret not doing Critical Role on a separate channel, but I just am too lazy to start a second channel. Okay, here we go. You know what I'm going to do? I was just going to do cut this with silver. But I may put a little pink in. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll put a little pink in, and then I'll do pink underneath. Yeah, I know I'm not speaking. I'm trying to focus on this next part. I thought I picked up pink. This looks kind of red. Well, Okay, so they would remember a kid's book with an elephant, no one but the child could see. I don't remember that. I mean, I keep thinking of Horton Hears the Who and Barbar or Barbara, the French elephant. I don't remember. Yep, sorry, Lori. Never pirated a book. When I was poor, I was lucky to have libraries and secondhand shops. Yep. Yes. Well, yes. I mean, there's a lot of issues going on there. Authors get paid on a royalty basis based on how many books a book sells. So if everyone's pirating books, and obviously there's not going to be enough as much sales, so authors won't get paid. But then again, I don't think that many people pirate books. And if you're poor, I don't think anyone's going to hold it against you if you can't afford a book, just to be able to read a book. And I don't know. I try to buy books just to support authors because I know that's how they get their money. Lex is here. It's Babar the elephant. I used to watch this cartoon. Now, remind me if I'm wrong, Lex, but because I remember reading Babar and he wasn't invisible as far as I could tell. Yes. But anyway, if no one buys books, then no one's getting paid. So I can understand why it's not great to pirate books, but I really think that's the minority. A lot less than, like, say, music or whatever. Okay, I'm just going to start with silver. And then if I can mix this. Oh, shoot, I got some silver, some pink in my silver glitter, which I didn't really want to do, but we shall see. I should have just went with all silver. Should have went with all silver. Okay, well, that was an experiment. I don't think I'm going to do it again, but why would authors care more about pirating? It cannot be that many, especially if you think about how most authors lose out to secondhand books. Yeah. At least here in America, you don't get paid a second royalty if you sell a secondhand book. And I don't know the scheme about libraries, but I have heard authors say that libraries, that's where some readers find an author and then may buy a book later because they like that author. So there's that. The blue elephant, about a little elephant who wanted to be blue so he could climb the highest mountains. Aw, that's cute. Aw, made you cry. Expensive now. Gosh, I've not heard of this book. I would love to get a copy of The Adventure of the Stamp Animals, which is about the animal off of a series of Australian stamp. Interesting. Okay. So I just made a big mess on my face, but okay. I'm just going to go forward and continue on. Really bent over. Okay. Let's. So the reason why I put some pink up there, because I was going to do pink underneath, which I am committed to now because I don't have a choice. Okay. Um, okay. Time to switch to the chroma cake. Oh boy. Surprised you found your childhood book at your favorite mom and pop store 3 weeks ago. That's great. Love Children of the Oregon Trail and managed to locate a cheap copy. Nice. Oh, The Giving Tree. Yeah, I think I was a little too old for that, but I have read it before. I don't have a copy, but yeah, that's a Shel Silverstein. Once found a book with your sister's name on it. Oh, that's cute. Giving Tree to your children. Oh yes, I love the Berenstein Bears. So I definitely read those growing up. I also really liked the Richard Scarry books, which were I guess mostly illustrated, with the little worm and the. Did anyone ever read that book? I think it was called. Shoot, I just saw it on YouTube that reminded me of it. About people building different parts of a cannon. Like Sergeant Crowder brought the powder, or Captain, I think his name is Chowder. But Private Hoff fired it off. That was it. There's some animated versions on YouTube that I had found, but I remember reading that as a kid or having a copy. And what made it was the illustrations. They were just so colorful and intricate. I mean, it's very much from the 60s, 70s. And I know the book sounds really militaristic, but the very end is kind of interesting. It just shows the cannon like years later with flowers growing on it. Okay, I need to let this dry a little bit and then go in with black and hopefully smoke out all this, whatever I did. Okay. I've kept a few of your childhood books. It's about managed to save from all my mother's regular. Oh, my books are gone. My books are definitely gone. Richard Scar is awesome. Yay. Spaceballs, the novel. I never knew. Oh, speaking of Mel Brooks, who directed, wrote Spaceballs, if you're a Mel Brooks fan, you know of History of the World Part 1. Apparently, they are finally making History of the World Part 2. So that should be interesting. American books weren't often found in Australian schools since your education was British oriented. That makes sense. Bye, Lori. Thank you for dropping by. Oh my gosh. Anyone on here have any banned books in your collection? Diehard Mel Brooks fan. Keep an eye out for History of the World Part 2. Okay. God, how long has it been? Part 1 was like in the 80s, and they waited, maybe it was in the 90s. But man, it's been like at least 30 years. And they're finally doing the sequel. Okay, I need more pink. Man, I've used so many colors. I don't even know what I'm doing. God, I want a blue. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here with the eyes. Okay, let me pop up here. History of the World Part 1 was your introduction to books when you were 10. No, mine was, I think, Blazing Saddles. And I was like probably too young to watch it. Maybe, I don't know, 10, 11. But I was, it was like, I think my babysitter or and her brother and some older kids who seemed like way old to me, but I'm sure they were just like 15, 16. One of them could drive, so one was at least 16. So they wanted to see it, and I got to tag along with them. Oh my gosh, I thought it was the dirtiest thing in the world. Or maybe it was Young Frankenstein. I can't remember now. 3 of the Forward collection short stories. Oh, I haven't heard of this. Because it has Veronica Roth and a short story by N.K. Jemisin. Did not know about this. Oh, the graphic novel Mouse. I still haven't read that. I've heard so much about it. Summer Frost by Blake Crouch. To Kill a Mockingbird has been banned several times. Well, you know, Harry Potter's been banned. Yeah, so angry at the education system that is being attacked and ruined by the far right. Bookish Realm had a interesting video out she just did about this new requirement for libraries that have LGBTQI books that kids, and I don't know how they define kids, maybe 18 and under, maybe 16 and under, I don't know. But kids have to have a permission slip to check out those books, which is interesting. Little Red School Book was banned in Australia. Yes, they are. Yeah. Yeah, Blazing Saddles is so good. Other update for talking about banning things. In Tennessee and Arkansas, wherever Sarah Huckabee is, they are trying to pass legislation for drag queens to classify drag performances as adult performances, like if like for strippers or whatever. So there would be licensing requirements and regulations applied to drag shows that there would be for adult entertainment. And to be perfectly honest, there's some drag shows that are probably adult oriented, but in my experience, most are not. So interesting times we live in. I know I said I'm not going to, wasn't going to do more, but I feel like I should do. Since I committed to this pink, just a little. And I'm spending time on this and probably not even going to see it on camera. So I don't know. Maybe they'll affect me. Maybe they'll see a drag queen booktuber and say, "Oh, YouTube can't publish this in our state because it's adult entertainment." I don't know. It's crazy, crazy. Okay, stop futzing. Stop futzing. It's time for lips. You know what I was thinking? Because I did lips using this this palette or this these creams I never did before, and it went on really smooth, which I liked. But there's no brown. I think I'm going to use black as a lip liner. Doing that bill in Texas too. Jeez Louise. I would not mind living in less interesting times. Yeah, there's always something that. Thank you, Yuki. Yuki loves my makeup. America's going backwards. Religious right is not strong in Australia. No one can choose the time they're given, only do the best. I like that quote. Only do the best with the time that they have. Okay, so this could be a disaster, but we will try a black lip liner. And I see other queens using black lip liner. Oh, it looks like a mustache. But I've tried things that look good on other queens, but then when I try it, it doesn't translate. So. I don't know. I was told if I hold a mirror up straight that it would be easier to. Well, hold on. Okay, I'm just going to accept the fact that these lips aren't going to be even. Oh, wait a sec. We see writer Stig Didel here. Good evening from Norway. Thank you for joining us. Lex had to go. She's got home from her evening shift. Glad you could catch us through. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. We're getting close to the end, actually. Oh, I didn't pick a wig. Okay, so the trick is so what do you think? I mean, they're definitely not even. And I just put a lot of silver glitter in there, but once this meshes with the red. Basically, I'm just trying to mix the glitter in with the lipstick. Okay. So let's put on some eyelashes and see how we're doing. Then help me decide on a wig. Because for some reason, I did not pull one out today. I saw Frist and the guy get wigs from, put a new one out on Etsy that I was really tempted for. But of course, I waited and it was gone. It's kind of interesting. He does, when you see a wig that you really want from him, you really have to jump on it because he doesn't mass produce them. They're all handcrafted and they're in, I guess they're in demand. Okie doke. Did I make these lips too big? I know this one side is too high, but the only way to fix it is to make the other side high, and It's always a risky proposition. Okay, that's about as daring as I'm going to go with trying to fix it. God, I can't decide if I like these lips or not. I know I spend way too much time on my lips. Okay. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, there's big conversation going on. What are we talking about? Looks like a slight smirk on camera, but like an intentional smirk. I can live with a smirk. March is confusing. Oh, daylight. Yeah. Now let's not get started. Why can't we just get rid of daylight savings time, please? Just the timer to fit your local time. Varies between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. Yipes. Some don't. Yeah, it makes no sense. Okay, let me put on a wig. I don't want to think too hard. Should I just put on Old Faithful? My shove it or shove it wig? Let's do that. This is the first wig I've ever gotten. And she's still my favorite. One of you called it Dolly Parton, the gray Dolly Parton wig. Okay. There we go. And I did grab some earrings. Oh, I see someone new. She was only Evie. I'm so late to this. Well, that's okay. Thank you for showing up at all. I'm always amazed that people show up. Simon Jimenez. Vanished birds, a spear cuts through water. I don't know either of those. Cappuccino knows. She liked the vanished birds. Okay. Can I move? Oh, you can see my microphone. That's not good. There. Okay. So like I said, I'm doing Critical Role videos today. and then that reaction / review of the book cover trends for 2023. And I wasn't paying that much attention to the video, but I don't think I got blurry today, which is positive step. Okay. Okay. Have not read Spear Cuts Through Water. I don't know this author. Always trying to push his works on everyone. There's always that author, isn't there? That one author that you feel like no one knows enough about, so you always are pushing them. Thank you, Evie. Vanished Birds is a debut book. Is that speculative? Is it a science fiction fantasy? Yeah, that should be fun. We'll see. We'll see what the trends are. Okay, guys, I got to go. Thank you once again for joining me. I hope you'll be here next week because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be here next week. And as always, may all the books you read be blessed.